Hello again everyone, it's Mr. Hoy. In this video I'm going to talk about factoring trinomials, specifically trinomials that have an a value of 1. I've taken the liberty and labeled the a, b, and c values for both trinomials. Here we have a of 1, a b of negative 8, a c of positive 15. Here with an a of 1, a b of positive 8, and a c of positive 15. So when we start factoring these trinomials, we need to just identify that they're the easier types, the a value of 1. Next week we'll talk about the AC method and a more complicated version of factoring that we'll use when the a value is something other than 1. But for this week we're just focusing on trinomials like these two where the a value is positive 1. What we can do here to factor these is set up your set of parentheses already. And what we can do is we can put an x here and an x there. We can do that because x times x will be x squared. Now we want to focus on are the remaining two numbers here. We're focusing on the negative 8 and the positive 15. And what we want to do first is identify that the middle term, this negative 8, is a combination of the addition of two subtraction problems. What this basically means is when we look at this c value, we're trying to think of two terms that multiply to positive 15, because when you do the FOIL method, when you do this multiple distribution, the last step is going to be multiplying this number by that number. And if you need that to be positive 15, you're either going to have two positive numbers or two negative numbers. In this question, the middle term is negative 8, so we're going to need these two to be negative numbers. So now we want to think of what two numbers, when multiplied together, equal positive 15, and when added together, equal negative 8. If you make yourself a short list of those numbers, you can start with maybe negative 1 and negative 15. You can go to negative 3 and negative 5. But we can't really go beyond that here because those are the only two sets of negative numbers that when multiplied together are 15. And we want to just see which one of those two add up to negative 8. It's clear that it's this group of factors here, so we can put the 3 there and the 5 there, or we could have those reversed, obviously, and that'll get to that negative 8 that we need. If you're unsure of why this works, what you want to do here is use the FOIL method and multiply this x minus 3 by this x minus 5, and you'll get back to that x squared minus 8x up there. Now, with the next problem, it's functionally the same problem, except the b value is a positive 8. We're still putting an x here, putting an x there. Now the two factors are going to be positive 1 and positive 15, or positive 3 and positive 5. Looking at these two sets, again, it's pretty clear that we're going to use the positives, so we can stick with a positive 3 here and a positive 5. And when we multiply the positive 3 by positive 5, we'll get to 15. Adding those would get to that positive 8 in the middle.